Oh, hello again. Yay! Oh, I suppose I was gonna say the adventure continues, but I mean, this misadventure, it is just a textbook misadventure, you know? Man, you know, I haven't played this in nearly 2 weeks, which says something, you know? Um, you know, it says something. And I've heard more bad things. I've heard more bad things. They're sort of, you might remember that last time I was playing this, I sort of, what did I keep saying? Oh, I hope the game opens up soon, or like, oh, well, you know, hopefully it will improve from here, right? I mean, this is just the beginning, you know, as it progresses, hopefully it will improve. Hopium, copium, something in between. Who can say, really? I suppose we might as well just get going. Alright, well, yeah, I guess I'll take the autosave if that's... You asked for it to open up, so they gave you a giant empty desert to explore. Yeah. Again, it's just that monkey's paw, you know? Man, I would really like Metroid Prime 4. How many times has this happened at this point? Man, I really wish I got this. Sure, bucko, here you go. That's the sound I imagine that it makes when the finger curls up. Right, so last time we came to the ice area against the wisdom of Mr. Mackenzie, who really wanted us to go to the volcano, and we couldn't get in to the ice area. Clearly, there was something that I need that I don't have. So when he told me I could go anywhere I want, I assumed that was just bullshit. Because we also went to a different area that it didn't look like I could get into either. So... Oh, yes, that's right. All the loading screens here. Because there's a loading screen to get from the ice area to this specific room, and now this elevator to get from that specific room back to the open world. I recognize that this, you know, this game has also got to run on the Switch as well, but, like, come on, man. You know. Oh, yes, and then another loading screen. Sorry, yeah, that one's a lot shorter, but, well, I suppose we have no choice but to go to the volcano, right? That is our only option, I believe. We can't progress in the ice area. Whatever that other area was, it seemed like it was inaccessible. Oh, right, how do I get how do I get the motorcycle out? No, don't care about that. I mean, I guess it's worth consulting anyway. Oh, I can't even zoom. Why can't I zoom further out than this? Whatever. Okay, so this is where I should actually go then. It's to the volcano. That's where I actually need to go. Because we tried here, that didn't work. We went over this way, and that also appeared to be wrong. So, Oh, okay, there we go. Let's go! I can't remember all the controls. Oh. Dude, they... I can't remember how to boost. I can't remember how to do the slide either. Oh, by the way, I've seen Akira now. That film's really cool. That's a really cool, good movie. That's really cool. Dude, the animation and the art direction was insane. And of course, it's one of those, it makes you think, gives you a big think sort of movie. Very thematically dense. That's a really cool movie. I wish I remembered how to do the slide. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Looks really... Dude, by the way, I've seen, I will say, I've not seen much conversation surrounding this game at all. Which is kind of worse than if there was a lot of conversation and it was negative. Of course, I have seen people praising the game, but the praise has been very strange. Oh, well, you know, it's not really like a true Prime sequel, but neither was Metroid Prime 2 or 3, which I cannot get on board with that for Metroid Prime 2 at all. And also, who even cares? Like, assuming that's true, why would that even mean anything? There it is. There's the big volcano. Oh, and that's another thing as well, right? Oh, see, this is, this is, you know, there's stuff in this desert. It's not actually empty. It's like, man, feel like we're being pretty obtuse here, aren't we? Do you like how Akira is largely known for the bike slide scene? I suppose it's kind of unfortunate that that's, like, the main thing that gets referenced when there's so much other cool stuff in that movie. It's a cool shot. It's a cool slide, alright? But, like, there's other stuff in that movie that's worth, you know, talking about as well, which I'm sure people do. I'm sure people do talk about it. I was reading on Wikipedia, though, about, like, a list of all of the films that claim to be inspired by Akira, and I was stunned by some of the ones that were included on that list. Some of them, it's like, yeah, I see that. But then there are other ones that's like, I don't know, this feels like the Predator Badlands is inspired by Shadow of the Colossus levels of connection. Right, so is this how we get into the okay, yeah, here we go. Volcano! Nice and empty. On the way in. I was talking to Metal about this. He said that, it was something that he asked me, like, when did you stop scanning things? Which is kind of funny, because I just keep doing it as a force of habit. But he pointed out, like, most of the time, the information that's being provided to you is, like, the vast majority of these just describe what it is and what it does, and most of the time, what it is really obvious. There's a hell of a lot fewer of these sort of scan opportunities that actually provide you with information about the world that you would want to know. Oh, I can't do that yet. Like, it's again, it feels like another symptom of they understand, like, the things that you're meant to carry over into, like, a Metroid Prime game, but they don't really understand, like, why any of these things were the case, you know? It's like, yeah, you meant to, like, scan stuff and then get information about the world. It's like, yeah, you know what the cool part was, though, was, one, giving you the opportunity to figure things out that weren't necessarily apparent by looking at things, and number two, giving you lore about the environment. Right, so what do we got here? Oh, so I need to use the... Right, okay, yep. Alright, I need to use the bike. Oh, wait. No, wait. Alright, what am I... Have I misunderstood that? Have I misunderstood what I'm supposed to be doing here? Oh, I wasn't allowed to do it because there were enemies. That's annoying. Go, Samus! Woo! Yeah! Oh, man, look at her go on that bike. That's so awesome. That they put in this massive desert where there's nothing to do. Man, that was crazy how there was, like, a whole, like, Mario Kart section. Like, they had it in. afterward, you know? Oh, the location of the teleporter key. We've already figured it out. Man, looks like a straight shot. We don't even have the map yet, but man, that looks like a straight shot to it. Oh, I think it was saying on the radio, hey, you want to talk to Mackenzie? It's like, nah, I don't. This is lava. It's really hot. Okay, right, so I can freeze that at some point. What are these fellas? Guys, I don't see you for a week. Have a Merry Christmas, Fringo. Been saving the Smiling Friends final episode to watch on the day. I've only seen the ending. That's kind of funny. I can't wait when it comes to Smiling Friends. I gotta watch it as soon as I can. But I mean, have fun with that. Thanks for the bits. Alright, man. Oh, just straight there. Well, okay, can't do that yet, clearly. Yep. Boost ball, don't have that. Alright, so what do we got to talk about? The Game Awards, huh? That was... I didn't watch it. How was that? Did you all enjoy that? Did you all have fun? I see that everybody's quite big mad about it, but which is not a surprise. Everybody was really mad about Astrobot last time, but that was just silliness. As for Expedition 33, I mean, I haven't played it. I don't really know anything about it, so, you know. Ooh, a ramp collapsed. Is this the save station? Oh, nope. Can't get in there yet. By the way, you know, I guess I'm probably gonna want to talk about these things, even though it's gonna be like a broken record. Right now, what is this exploration? What has this been? I know that we just got here, but like, come on. Oh, thank you for the resub. What are the top 5 things you've seen this year? Doesn't have to be 2025 releases. Okay, yours are Andor, Mobland, Flow, Blade Runner, and the top is a fly. Also, I agree with what you said on the last EFAP. Cats are indeed better than dogs. I don't remember saying that. Cats and dogs, you know, they're cool in their own unique ways. Well, if it was not including... If it was including things that are not from, this year, then Akira is definitely in that list. But I figure that the Spirit should be stuff from this year. But something that I've noticed is that when I reflect on this year, it's man, it's sparse. I've seen Avatar, by the way. I saw Avatar, yesterday. It's awful. 3 hours. More than 3 hours. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. It's the worst one, by the way, for sure. Which is saying something, because Avatar 1, that ain't a good movie, guys. It ain't. Well, can't get in there yet. I guess I'll have to come back. And obviously the second one is terrible, but, yeah, Avatar 3, oof. Awful. Oh, Whirlpool. Wow. Will Avatar make another $1 billion? For sure it will. As for whether it makes $2 billion, that's probably more in doubt. The opening weekend is worse than the first one, but bear in mind that the opening weekend... it's better than for Avatar 1, it's worse than 2. But something to bear in mind is that Avatar 2's opening weekend doesn't really, like, you know, Multiverse of Madness, I think, had a better opening weekend, like, globally, but it made less money. Avatar movies... People watch these movies, man, like, they do. I don't know what to tell you. They just watch these movies. Bridge constructed during the machine era, used for material deliveries to the facility above the lava lake. Deck deployment can be... Oh, okay. I mean, whatever we got here, we can't do. Right, back to that question, I guess, of my favorite things I've seen this year. Life of Chuck is up there for sure. Warfare, yeah. I liked The Long Walk. I like that movie. It's probably like a 6, honestly, but I mean, I like that movie. F1 movie, yeah, you know, it's alright. Oh, and Good Boy was very, I enjoyed that a good amount. Solid movie. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. But like I said, it's just not been... Oh. Oh. Well, that sucks. Man, imagine if this was interactive. That'd be crazy. Imagine if this was interactive. Oh, look at that. So what was that? Why do I need to mount? Why is it telling me to mount it? Why does it insist that I get back on the bike? Do you see what I mean? Why is it insisting that I get back on the bike? Yeah, no, that's how you make tight turns. I see that. Andor Season 2. Sorry, I was just thinking about movies through that lens. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Andor Season 2 is probably my favorite, you know, bit of media from this year. People just want to see how good the tech is for Avatar movies? I don't know. I think... No, I think people like those movies for whatever reason. Thanks. Thank you. Alright. I figured I couldn't walk on the lava myself, but, you know, thanks for letting me know that I need an upgrade. I couldn't tell because of the fact that there are clearly things that are interactive in, you know, on the surface here, but that's okay. This year has actually been good for films. I do not agree. And part of the reason why is because a lot of the times where it's like, oh yeah, but these are the good movies. Like, well, I don't agree with that. You know, like, I didn't enjoy those movies. At least some of them anyway. Like, obviously, I think Superman sucked. One battle after another, that just did nothing for me. I still haven't seen Frankenstein, but I've also not been, like, massively urged to see it, either, which is, you know... I'm sure it's good, but, I'll get around to it, I suppose. I mean, Smiling Friends has been very good this, you know, that's been nice and reliable. Right, so I guess I'm done here. I can't... Are you... Am I done here? Am I actually done here? This bridge is gone, and I can't pass the lava, which is, like, my only means of progressing. So they drag me... I went to the ice place because I thought I could go anywhere I wanted. And then and then I tried the other place and it looked like I couldn't get in there. Now it's like, oh yeah, well you gotta go to the volcano. And now I can't progress in the volcano. Alright. I don't really know what that means I'm supposed to do now, but... Okay. Like, I'm not missing anything, right? Bridge is gone. And I can't, like... The game has told me that I need an upgrade to traverse the lava. So I'm done here. I am done here. I assume. Right? Yeah. This route will remain impassable into a new... yeah, okay, I'm done here. I can't do anything here. I guess. I don't really know what that means now, though. Oh. Alright, I got you. I'm doing that free aim thing with a controller. Another scripted event? Yeah, of course. Right, now this door is open. Man, like... I'm not crazy for thinking that's, like, really annoying, right? Oh, no, you can't go through that door. Opens on the other side. Oh, go that way? Oh, nah, can't go that way. Back this way. Oh, look at that. The door has been opened from the other side. And here I thought I would be able to open it from the other side through exploration. My mistake. I'm playing Metroid Prime 4 after all. Is this a save station? Yeah, of course. Do this, stop hurting yourself. I'm probably gonna finish this, unfortunately. You just gotta be more positive, do a little squim dance. No. I don't love everything. Oh, look at that. Oh, out of scanning range, that's silly. Oh, nope. Equipped with a plasma torch. Ooh, that looks important. Oh, God. How rude. Come on, give me that health. Alright, what am I doing here then? Well, can I shoot that? Nope. I guess that doesn't work. Alright. Ooh, here we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I did it. It was the only thing that I could do. There wasn't anything else to find. But this side, look at me. I did it. So I don't have an upgrade per se, but I have the means to acquire an upgrade. As long as I talk to Mackenzie. Is that it? I gotta go back to Mackenzie so that he can upgrade my suit. You're joking. Do I actually have to go all the way back to him to sort this out? I guess I'm gonna find out, right? Because if that is the case, he's gonna hop on the radio and say, Samus! Oh, I see you got the fire chip. You best get back here quickly now before some of the local fauna, you know, decide that they want to have me for lunch. That's it. I have to go back to him, don't I? I have to go all the way back to him. Once I leave this room, he's gonna get on the radio, isn't he? Oh man, I actually have to go all the way back to him, don't I? I do. I can't go anywhere else in here. So the reason why I got told to go to the volcano wasn't because there was anything really cool that I got to do there immediately. It was in fact to be told that I can't progress any further. Now you really can't go back into the volcano. Wow. And what do I need to do this? What do I need? Yeah, so I need like an ice beam in order to get back. And is that going to be the nature of our beams? It's going to be the psychic beam, which is just a regular one, and then an ice beam and a fire beam. Nothing like super new or cool. Alright, never mind. Christ. Unbelievable. That's actually unbelievable. They don't understand how Metroidvanias work. They don't. They don't get it. They don't understand how they work. That's the only thing to be concluded from this. From so many of the choices that have been made in this game. Well, the whole point of Metroidvanias is that you're meant to, you know, acquire items that grant you access to new areas. Yeah. But normally it's not meant to be so, like, just obvious, the nature of how it's all segmented. It's kind of meant to feel, like, organic and natural. Of course, the developers have always controlled the pace of your exploration and where you're supposed to go. And in a general sense, there is a specific order in which things are meant to be done. But you're not supposed to be aware of that when you're playing the game. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we... I mean, there's nothing else I can do, bro. Oh, God, and it's all the way out there. Oh, and it's all... Oh, God. Oh. Oh, so far away. It's so far away. Oh. He vanishes from the game after the 15-minute mark. That was just a lie. That was a lie. That was a complete lie, and they had to have known it. That's shameless, isn't it, really? What a... Like... Do you think anybody's gonna feel the same way when they play the game? Like, yeah, that was accurate. That was true. Oh, thank you for the resub. During the long development cycle for this game, did you ever assume it would be this way? The problem is that the longer that the game was in development, the less excited I got for it. This is just how it tends to go for me. If it takes too long for a game to come out, I kind of do just... It's like, oh, well... You know, I don't know. It's just, Oh, alright, wrong way. I just, you know, it's like, well, you know, I lose interest. But I mean, you know, the big thing should have been like, oh, Retro Studios, they made the other ones. Like, yeah, 20 years ago. Like, that was 20 years ago. It's not the same team. So there was no reason for that, in and of itself, to be, you know... like a reason to be particularly excited. Oh yeah, and I got these crystals, right, which I'll need to do something with these crystals as well. Ooh. I mean, really, it was when, you know, oh, Miles, learning about this guy, it's like, oh, oh no. Seeing the desert, like, ooh. I did not expect that there would be wacky dialogue, like, and quirky MCU, like, humor I did not expect that. That was unexpected. I thought it would be good. And right now, like, it ain't. This is not good. This is not a good video game. That's like that's the part that I don't think I was expecting. Even with the, you know, less assuring signs, even with just, you know, the meta surrounding it and the fact that it's been so long since the old games, even with all of that, I thought it would be good. I thought it would just be good, which in and of itself is not, that's not amazing for a series that has, you know, generated so many great installments. But I was wrong, because this isn't good. Would this even be middling at this point? It's slipping out of that category for sure right now. Is slipping. After Tropical Freeze, I had a good bit of faith, but... Well, yeah, but that was a decade ago too, man. That's the problem. That game is excellent, but it came out 10 years ago. Different team, different times. I suppose the interesting part is that the Metroid Prime Remaster, in retrospect, wasn't cause for... All it was going to tell you is, oh, well, the graphics are going to be good. Because it's not... You know, it's the same game. I suppose what's interesting is that you could say that the same applied with Metroid 2 Remake for Metroid Dread, but the Metroid 2 Remake was like... That was like a remake. That wasn't a remaster. That was a remake. And it's a good one. But then Dread, it's like... I mean, the comparison is stark. You know, Metroid Dread feels like a Metroid game. This doesn't. And so I guess the conclusion now is, well, I guess you're just gonna have to look to the 2D games. Because I will say, do we know anything about, like, how well this game is sold? My assumption is it's not doing amazing. Just given how little it seems to be coming up in conversation. Oh, look, there's a door, but I can't get through there, so who even cares? Where's the, let's find the crystal thing.
Welcome back, Samus. Come on, show me what you found in Flare Pool.
Oh, he's so excited about it. Man, that's so, wow. I wouldn't have expected that. To be like, ooh, oh, how cool. Let me sort out the crystal thing, otherwise I'm gonna forget. This game is a bestseller on the Switch 2 eShop. Whoa! I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but that's like not, that's not a useful metric. This is a new Nintendo game. I kind of expect that. The more relevant metric is, yeah, that's, okay. The more relevant metric is just sheer units. We'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Fun fact, former 343 developers worked on this game. No, yeah, we... Yep! And with that having been said, you can see that. You know? You can see that. Oh, wow, we got the crystals. Cool. Being a bestseller when you only have 3 games is not a brag. The only thing that matters is the units it sold. That's like the... Because again, a bestseller on a Nintendo eShop when you are a new Nintendo release is not even remotely surprising. And it's all relative. I enjoy that he's got the exact... Man, they only had the one line of dialogue because I guess they really expected that you wouldn't want to go somewhere else. Even though there'd be good reason to think that you would want to go and get the crystals sorted as well. Sorry, you hear my water bottle there.
Alright, what do you got? It looks like a circuit, and it seems like there's a chip inside. Okay, let me analyze it. Lemoyne Tech is really interesting. Oh, this is fascinating. I see. This program converts the energy that the device emits into thermal energy and highly amplifies it.
Okay, yeah.
If I tweak it and integrate it into your arm cannon, you should be able to use another new shot type.
But if I just got to get that myself without having to come all the way back here.
Ta-da!
That's unbelievable.
Give her a try.
Man, so... Oh, so this isn't even like a different main cannon. This is like a different missile.
You can shoot projectiles with extremely high temperature.
Bro, I just read that!
Burn or melt when they're shot.
I just read it!
Into me. I'm dying to do more experiments.
Yeah, okay, so it's a different... So it's not even a different primary cannon, it's a different... Oh, man, don't tell me we're not actually gonna get different types of... We're not gonna get different beams, are we? We're not actually gonna get different beams. Are we not gonna get different beams? It's literally just gonna be like, oh, well, you got a different kind of missile. No way, are we not gonna have different beams? And I'm assuming, yeah, that is setting a... I gotta keep coming back, I assume, to get all my upgrades. So that he can then just, you know, tell me exactly what it is. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Really? Are we not getting another beam? Oh, man. Alright. So now we can go to the ice... Now we can go to the ice place. Right, yeah, okay. No, I'm not, I don't care. Yeah, okay. Oh, look! The one door there! We can open it now, and let's see if we can even do anything in here. Oh, I can't even move it. Alright, whatever. Oh. What? What are we doing here? Does this matter? Do I need to... does this mean anything? Does this even matter? Or is this other stuff that I can't even open with the... Yeah. Yeah, and I don't have, like, whatever the electrical blast is for that, and whatever this one is, I guess I don't have that either. It's for ice or something, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, only expect, yep, okay, cool. And then once I got that, then I can actually come in here, so who even, yeah, whatever, who even gives a shit? I can't do any of it yet. But hey, now I know I gotta come back there later, even though it's like the only thing that anybody would... Like, it's even got fire around it. Obviously, I'm gonna... You know what I mean? It's like, Yeah, we did Metroid, right? We showed you something that you can't do anything with right now. And you won't be able to do it till the end of the game, presumably. And it's like the only alternate door that was available to you at this point in this area. Man, we're doing really good at this Metroid thing, aren't we? There goes Metroid Aaron going on her Metroid mission to save the Metroids from Ridley. Right, and now we gotta go back to the ice place for real this time. That's unbelievable. What, like, dude, that took us 40 minutes. We've been doing this for 40 minutes, and we haven't achieved anything. Oh, well, what are you talking about? You got the fire shot. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. That's unreal. That's crazy. I'm not crazy, am I? Like, that's insane. So, the last... We'll get outside so I can show it on the map. So, the last 30 minutes. Oh my god. Oh, stop. Ooh. Ooh. Now they're evil. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. This groundskeeper Willie, and then it melts his... Oh, alright, yep, there we go. Anyway, before that I was gonna say it. So, the last 30 plus minutes has... Miles told me I can go anywhere I want. Falsely believing his lies, I went to both of the alternate locations, got a little bit further here to find out, nah, can't go there. You need something that can melt the ice. Okay, guess I'll go to the volcano that he insists I should go to, even though he said I could go anywhere I want. Go all the way to the volcano, start making progress. Haha, no, can't go through there. The bridge is gone, and we're gonna tell you that you can't walk on the lava yet. And it's like, oh, alright, sure. And then I go back. Oh, no, look, there's a chip. And once you get that, then now you gotta go back to Miles so that you can upgrade the fire shot. And now you can go back here. So like a 30-40 minute just for that. Just to get an upgrade so that I can actually get started on like the actual level. God. Unbelievable. Just get me out of here. I don't care about finding these things if I don't have to. You have nothing to offer me. Oh, look, now it's kind of green. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. What is this combat? Is this all the combat is? Oh, something shows up. Just kind of aim at it, hold down the A button and then win. Is that all it is? Which, by the way, really awkward because I can't control my camera. So I can't even see. Oh, wow. Oh, riveting. Oh, now the green's gone. It's all gone anyway. Or are we doing the Breath of the Wild thing where it's like, oh, no. Now all the enemies have respawned because, you know, the eclipse or whatever. Is that actually what they were like? Yeah, that's a good idea in a Metroid game. It's not like Zelda and Metroid are two different franchises with two entirely different promises as games. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. So cool. How much do you want to bet Nintendo will add fast travel in an update? They might. They genuinely might. And unfortunately, this game might actually call for it, which is just damning. That is damning in a Metroid game. Maybe they won't do it for that reason, because I recognize that would be like really bad. Or maybe they will, because I don't really understand, like, what these games even are. I mean, that much is obvious. Don't you love this? Loading room. Oh, now we're in this room. Loading room. Now we're up here. And then another loading room. Loading screen, I suppose, rather. Because there's another loading screen. That's unbelievable! That loading screen and that loading screen, you can see them both. For this little room. That is a loading screen. That is a loading screen. What are we doing? And again, I assume that on the Switch, these loading screens are a lot longer. I think that's what Metal said he played on, was on the, on Switch 1. So, I don't envy him. Because they're not even that short in this game. You know, by modern video game standards. Right, and so now we can actually progress. After that. Open world is ruining gaming. Yeah, but the problem is it's not even, it's terrible open. Oh, and that's my, oh, and that'll be, so that'll be how I get the ice beam then. Through some means I'll make my way up there, and then I'll be able to get it. Well, no, rather, I'll get it, and then I'll have to go to my... Is that actually how transparent it's gonna be? Is that my upgrade? That is my upgrade right there for the ice, like, shot, isn't it? It is. That, yeah, no way. That's definitely is. That definitely is it. Isn't it? Oh, but you can't get there yet, because... You know, it can be released from the other side. So when you do the level to get to the other side, then there you go. Then you'll be able to get it. That's actually going to be it, isn't it? Yeah. Awesome. Man. Oh, look at that. Wow, we did it. Okay. Ice Belt. These are great names, by the way. Man, these are really great names. Ice Belt. Volt Forge. What was the lava one? Fire something. Nice. Torvus Bog, you know, it's like, man, what is that, you know? That's the kind of name. Fendrana Drifts, like, ooh, what does that mean? You know? Brinstar, you know, it's like, ooh, that's kind of ominous. Ice Belt. Come on! Stop it! Stop doing this to me! Oh, it's space wolves. My goodness. They're coming to get her. Did you know that the ice wolf is not suited to warm climates? Man, really? I wouldn't have thought. What are we doing here? What is this? What are we doing? Come on. What is going on? Ooh! So they just sort of pop out and you blast them immediately. That's it. Look at that. Oh, but you're not allowed to go that far. No, you can't do that. And really, the gameplay is look at the minimap. Whenever there's any, you know, collection of dogs that appears to break off, there you go. You got him. That is if you're not looking right at him. Is it, man, is this it? Is this it? This is not interesting. This is boring. This is not complicated. There they are. Blast them before they get you. Oh, but if we throw more dogs, ooh, then that makes it really crazy. And they're just infinitely spawning, aren't they? Until the game decides that it's done, I assume. Because it doesn't look like there's any fewer doggos here. Oh no, got too close there. What are we doing? I'm done. I'm done with it. I've done it, you know? I did it. I get it. I understand. You gotta blast them and make sure that they don't run up to you and get you. I get it. You know? I understand it. I figured it out. As if there was anything that there wasn't to figure out. And I can do it. So just let me finish. Just let me finish. I'm over it. Is this it? Just infinitely just spawning dogs? Is this it? Is this all there is to it? What am I missing something? Come on! I'm over it! What is happening? Now I'm dead. Because there's like a build... And they're taking less of my health now as well, I'm noticing, because I should have game overed by now. That's it. Alright, cool. What is this? Okay. What are we doing here? This is a puzzle. Because it looked like at that point they were just... What was that? Am I about to do this and it's just going to be the exact same thing again? I'm like, oh look, there's a whole bunch of them wolves attacking. Oh my goodness. Would have been nice if you spawned me in this sequence if I have to do it right now anyway, but, you know, whatever. Well, I guess I'm not allowed to... So I can't leave then, because otherwise I'm just going to get knocked back. Yeah, so I can't leave. Or can I leave? Do I just have to wait for the dogs to... Do I have to wait for a gap between... Because I don't want to waste my time doing a big... No, it keeps... Okay. Alright, what am I doing here? What am I meant to be doing? Alright, no, it's just data I already had. I mean, we're already off to a bad start. I've already... I mean, they're clearly just, like, infinitely respawning, so this can't be it, right? It's like, I see that as, like, the only sort of, like, guiding light, so I assume that means... Yeah, so I assume I gotta go this way, then. Because that's, like, the only light source that I can see, but the problem is that I keep getting knocked back. And it would seem like there's a... Yeah, there's like... No matter what, it's not like I'm actually getting bumped back by anything. It's the whole point that I am just meant to survive this as it gets crazier and crazier. Because, like, already, you know, the prospects aren't looking great because of how I've been handling this section, because I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. Is that actually it? I just gotta survive. I gotta outlast them. When they're like, oh, look, here's $1 billion. Just get it over with. Let me restart then. Oh, just let me restart. This is a waste of time. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, what? No, what? Oh, really? You're joking, really? So what? Why did I win there and lose last time? Why did I win there and lose last time? What about... No, tell me. Why did I lose last time and win this time? What did I do differently? I got no health. I assume that's probably on purpose. What? Guys. What did I do differently that time? I didn't do anything differently. I don't even think I lasted longer that time than I did last time. What did I do differently? Demand an explanation. I demand answers. And I assume I'm not going to get them. But I guess, what, is this we're going to meet a new character that helped us on our little quest? No, actually, I don't care about any of that. Nope, can't do that because electricity. Yeah, I can't do that. Man, I'm looking forward to finding out all the stuff I can't do yet. Yeah, offline and locked, and I can't do anything with this either, can I? Currently offline, right, so I must go through here. Only option then. And this is offline too, right? Currently offline, nice. Can't do anything until I get a cutscene probably in here. Yep, there you go. Look at that. I'm psychic, like Samus.
I never thought I'd meet the legendary bounty hunter, Samus. In a place like this. Corporal Rieger Tokabi, Fed Sniper, Herc Unit Delta. It's good to finally cross paths with you, but tell me, where are we? We were deep in gunfire. I lost visuals, then woke with a busted comms unit and a leg to match. Now, I tried to access this terminal, but the only thing I could get operational was the gun. That's it. Then I see this here. What do you make of it?
Right, so this guy would just be boring then, won't he?
Oh, you were able to act.
What? Hey, you scanned it now. Oh, now it works now. Okay, yep, cool. Gameplay.
Ah, you want to go there. In that case, this elevator is the only way down.
Of course it is the only way down.
One moment. There. That must be the generator room. I think we can bring it back to life.
Nice. Would have been cool if I could have found that out for myself.
All right. You have the map. I'm no good
Nice.
with this leg, so I'll have to keep an eye on you from here.
Luck be with you.
By the way, don't... Because I assume that this actually did trick some people. He's just like him. He's delivering a lot of the same information that you could just figure out by looking at stuff. But instead of going, golly, Samus, looks like you gotta ride down that elevator. Instead, he's like, wow, Samus, yeah, I guess you have to head down that elevator to find your objective. It's the same thing. It's just the tone is different. Everything that he said there was redundant and superfluous. That's all stuff that I could have figured out on my own with nobody else. So I assume, because I know that there's more than just these two, because I'm assuming now we're going to meet one in each of the, big areas. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same problem. Don't let people think, Miles being annoying, that's a problem in and of itself, but the big problem is the same problem that's demonstrated with this character, which is, you're not going to figure out anything for yourself. We don't trust that you can figure anything out for yourself. We're going to have these characters explain it to you. Imagine, if you will, imagine I open the map, and I look at it, and I notice that the only way to get there is, that the elevator is the only way down. Imagine if I figured that out myself just by looking at the map. Imagine I looked at the map and figured out what I needed to do. Nah, can't do that. No way. Ah. All right, where am I going here? Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so I gotta get up there then. This low energy sound's getting a little bit annoying now, gotta say. I think what is bothering me as well is I assumed that this was on purpose. Yeah, that's actually really annoying. God damn. I enjoy that if I fail here, that could spawn me... Ah, well, never mind. God. Oh, can't go through there yet. Ooh. The game not expected I might run out of... Alright, there we go. Look at that. We're problem solving. Look at that. Amazing. I really feel like I'm Samus. No exploration, no atmosphere, just completely and utterly. It's... I don't know why people are pretending like that doesn't matter, you know, the atmosphere. Yeah, no, it's fine. Just because there are characters who talk a lot and can contact you at any time doesn't take away from the isolated atmosphere. Nah, why would it do that? That's silly. And once again, I feel like I'm not in a position to actually, like, miss anything here, right? The only stuff that I'm, you know, missing is stuff that I actually can't do. There isn't, like, it feels like there isn't a single optional thing. There isn't, like, a single optional thing that isn't actually, like, something that I literally cannot do. You know what I mean? Like, if there's something... There's no, you know, exploring elsewhere and then actually finding something that you can do right now. It's exploring and then like, ah, nah, I can't do that right now. Nah, you can't do that yet. Come back later, and then you can do it. It's like, I don't know if I want to come back later, you know? I'm done, right? What am I doing? What am I doing here? What's going on? What am I doing wrong? Oh, I just want to progress. That's all I want to do right now. I just want to... Oh, what is this? Oh, whatever. I don't care. Oh, there we go. Alright, there we go. But now there'll be enemies I have to fight, I assume, right? Yeah, we did it. Woo. Oh.
Samus, you hear me? I patched into the facility speakers. I can use them to communicate. I noticed that several rooms were unlocked at once. That was you, wasn't it? Nice. Proceed with caution. You never know what's lurking.
Oh my god. Hey Samus, I can speak to you from anywhere. Oh, so I need to collect these before I could do anything then, I guess. Love it. I was like, ah, you never know what could be lurking. It's like, yeah, I figured there might be enemies in these rooms, but thanks for warning me instead of just letting me sort of mess that up on my own. So, do I just need to be scanning everything then? Okay. Oh, see, that one's open. Ooh. What does that mean? And is this all it is? Go into every room, scan everything until you find the thing that you actually need. Designed to be pulled off, huh? Ooh. Oh, look at that. Pulled off, but I can't do that yet, can I? Yeah, give me my new ability. Look at that. It'll be psychic. You can rip stuff off the wall, I assume. Like a grapple, I assume. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Oh yeah. Lasso. Ooh. How come I can get these ones? How come I don't have to go back to Miles for these ones? Why would I even need to be using that right now? Ah, there you go. That's why. Look at that. Oh, and then I can get some unlocked. Yeah. Oh, man. Suppose what I find funny is we have very rarely found anything so far, like in the game, that would be related to the lasso. Not that I can think of, anyway. This is it. Unless it is, like, a thing that you can use to swing across a gap, for which I think there's only one other thing. Like, it's kind of something that is emerging. It's like, it doesn't actually look like there's that much stuff that you're going to be able to unlock in this game, you know? Like, not that much, seemingly. You'll get, you'll get an ice shot, and then an electricity shot. And I assume that's it, in terms of weaponry. That's it. And then maybe they'll be like, oh, and then we'll need the speed, you know, the morph ball boost. And that's it. So, like, so, in actuality, we probably only have, like, 3 or 4 things left to unlock in this game. And we haven't unlocked that much so far. That's my assumption, anyway. I don't know, it's just kind of funny, really, isn't it? Now we gotta get the second thing so that we can get through. Oh, there's the map. Look at that. Woohoo! Yeah! Yep, there it is. So you can't destroy it with a blaster, but you can with this. That seems silly, but whatever. Oh, we having fun, everybody? We having so much fun right now, aren't we? This is a blast. So good. Indistinguishable from other Metroid Prime games or other Metroid games in general. Really feel like I'm exploring. I don't know, I mean, surely, like, this game will be sort of a clear example of how... You know, Metroid Prime, I would say, its level design is not underrated, right? I think more or less everybody recognizes, like, man, that's like a really good, that's some really amazing level design. But it feels like it's at times like this where you're reminded of what effect the quality level design has on your experience, because, like, this is... It's just so, like... so barren. So linear. I've explored in each of these rooms, haven't I? Because I need whatever this second thing is. Now I feel like I might as well just double check that I've actually scanned everything. I like the architecture a bit, not the design. That's fine. I mean, the actual, like, art direction, I think, is good. Generally. Generally, I'd say the art direction is good. But the actual level design itself is, like... it ain't working. Most of the time it's linear. In this area, it's less so. But even then, I mean, the general progression is, like, not... you know, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, and I've already scanned everything in here, so... that's all I'm doing now, because I need to find whatever this second thing is before I can progress. I don't remember if I scanned everything. I'll be really annoyed if that is essentially the nature of this. It's just, oh, there you go. See? Look at that. Ah, yes. Is there even anything in here? What was the point of that? Was there nothing in there that I actually needed? What was the point of that? Or are there things that I need? The desert looks ugly? Yeah, that's fair. The desert is ugly. Ah, there we go. Look at that. We did it. I mean, you know, this isn't much of a puzzle, really, is it? But we did it. Now we can progress, finally. Oh, does it not even matter if you haven't done it correctly? Oh, no, maybe it does. Okay, good. It actually does matter. Oh, wait, no, it's showing me what I actually need to do. I see. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I see. Alright, we did it. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. Fun times.
Whatever you're doing, it's working.
Oh!
Keep it up.
I know it's working, because I'm progressing, and it even did the music, so I know it's working. God damn, I know it's working. Why do they not think? Why do they need to tell me these things, man? Man, I don't understand why they have to keep telling me these things. I know it's working, because I'm moving forward. I'm progressing. Not only is it obvious that I'm progressing, but they even play the progression music of Metroid games. What do they think? That when a player hears dun 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 dun, they'll be like, oh, that sounds negative. Sounds like I messed up. Ah, I figured. I was like, where is the save station here? Not that it even really matters with the autosave, but whatever. Or they just think you're stupid. I think the reality is they just probably didn't give it much thought. They just figured like, yeah, sure. I mean, what's the problem with that? What's the problem with the character reminding you like, hey, you know, you're making progress. There you go. Look at that. They're worried about their stockpiles of green energy. Which, by the way, great name for it, green energy. Can we try a little bit harder? You know, phase on green energy. I don't know. What's one of these things sounds a little bit cooler than the other, you know? Green energy. Why are all the names in this game so boring? Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, well that's one. Let's keep going, shall we? Yeah, I got you. Oh, here we go. Now we're branching out a little bit. That's something. I guess. We'll see how that plays out. Now let's get all the doors sorted first, just in case that messes things up later. We got all the doors unlocked. Okay, alright, I mean, I guess it probably doesn't even matter which way, because, well, it'll just be that each way will give us the thing so that we can... man, yeah, okay, that's getting annoying, because now the structure's getting really obvious. Down each pathway, you will find one of the things that allows you to progress past that puzzle. Oh, breakthrough. I ain't reading that. Well, we can read that. Ooh, so I've been experimenting with that green energy and ooh, you know? It's not, it's all, you know, what a crazy mystery that'll be. I suppose what I would maybe, because, you know, obviously there's like a story that's trying to be conveyed in this area, but like a lot of it, you know, the only thing that you can really get from just looking at it is like, oh, well, they did experiments here and they went wrong. Whereas it feels like a lot of the actual, like, explanations for what's going on is kind of hidden. Compared to, again, where it feels like in, you know, Metroid Prime, like, yeah, obviously reading it all is going to give you that, but, like, looking around at it is already telling quite a story. You know, it's just, you know, it's the little stuff, right? The fact that it's called green energy is really funny to me. Like, just, well, it's green in its energy, so that works. It's like, let's, why am I trying harder, you know? That, we can't open that. Can't really do anything until we unlock this. Alright, that's it? Okay, yeah. And we can't do anything with these. Offline and locked. Again, though, it's... like... It is really annoying that, like, each of these areas is segmented into its own specific zone that doesn't, like, overlap or interact with or, you know, cross over with other areas in the world. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's just, like... Having them be just segmented levels just doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me. It's not what I find exciting about exploration in these games. It's very linear. The fact that I think what bothers me about it so much is this sort of veneer of exploration, like a veneer of this almost like more open-ended than any Metroid game that you've ever played before, with this big, you know, desert that you can explore as you want, but obviously you can't because there's no way that you can incorporate that with the general Metroid formula of you need to unlock specific items to progress. It's like, I think that's what it's coalescing in my mind here, alright? It's like, they're two different promises. It's like a game that's offering two different contradictory promises of, you can go anywhere at any time in any order and do whatever you want, and no, this is an adventure where there's some structure that determines, you know, where you'll be able to go next. When you see a big open desert with different areas that you can explore, intuitively you think, oh, I guess I can go to any of these areas as I please. Meanwhile, in a Metroid Prime game, you know, or really any Metroid game, that's kind of never how it works. It's always, there is a path before you that is presented. That path will start to branch, but you'll naturally figure out which ones you can and can't continue with. And the ones that you can't, that's okay. You expect that there'll be a reason that you'll have to come back later, that you'll be brought back later because of the nature of how the levels interact. That's very different than the Breath of the Wild, look at this big sandbox, go nuts. It's very different. Matt, this is getting pretty annoying as well. The fact that I feel like I have to scan literally everything, and that there's no clear indicator about what will or won't. You know, based on what we've seen so far, there's no reason to have any particular expectations for where you can find the, you know, the quest critical item. You kind of just need to scan everything. Yeah, like I feel like I gotta scan all of these because any of these could have what I need. Any of these could be the item that I'm looking for. Could be behind one of these. Yep. I mean, yep, that one's broken. Most of them, you know, look at them. They're, you know, you gotta keep an eye on them. I assume at some point everything's gonna get activated. We gotta fight bad guys. I assume. Oh. I'll get you. Oh, yep, alright. What is going on, indeed? I guess. Right, and that'll be the one that I need to... And that'll be the one that has the code, right? Oh, look at that. Yeah, it feels like you just gotta scan everything. To their credit, that one was a little bit different, but... This is not engaging is what I'm trying to sort of convey here. This is not very engaging, you know, design at the moment. And I can't use these paths at the moment, but I guess I'll be using them later. Alright, let's get that last one, and then I guess we get to progress a little bit further. I beat the game and it's easily a low 4 out of 10 for me. Incredibly disappointing. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the longer that I'm playing it, the more that the idea that it's mediocre is starting to, sort of slip away, right? It's like... You know, before, it was hard for me to say just because it's so early, but the longer that we're playing, it's like the more I'm realizing it's not changing, it's not improving, it's not delivering the experience that I'm hoping for. That there are just like kind of fundamental problems with the game. There are just problems with its design. It's like they had some understanding of what they were supposed to be doing in a Metroid game, but understanding, like, you know, how all of it sort of forms together and coalesces, they just didn't get at all. Would you say it functions, but is nowhere what makes a Metroid Prime game fascinating? I feel like that's gotta... Because I'm pretty sure someone said something similar, like, you know, last time. Well, you know, it works, right? It's like, yeah, I mean, I guess, like, it doesn't have bugs or anything, but... We really, like, it feels like it shouldn't even be something that has to be noted. Like, well, you know, it runs. Like, yeah, it does run. I haven't encountered any, you know, crazy bugs or anything so far. The frame rate is really consistent. That's fine. That is fine. That's okay. But, man. You know, the fact that it feels like that's something that's, you know, that needs to be said, right? Is like, damn. That is not something that is said about amazing games. Hey, at least it works. Yeah, I guess. But that's strictly in terms of, yeah, like, not bugs, because as a Metroid Prime game, it's not really functioning at all. Like, what are we doing here? What is this as a sequence, you know? What's the price of this? Oh, well, it's full price. It's full price Nintendo game, so, you know. It ain't cheap, that's for sure. This is a full price release. And full price a bit higher now. I don't know what it is like in US dollars, but, at least 60, right? Well, would you look at that? We did it. $60 for Switch 1. Right, so full price. Is this game worth it at a deep discount? I mean, right now, I just wouldn't recommend it. Like, like, the idea of a discount making it more worthwhile as a proposition doesn't even really make much sense to me. I don't think it's... If you want to play a Metroid game... If that's what you're after, that you wanted something that was like Metroid Prime, I mean, this ain't it. Like, I wouldn't recommend it at all. A discount doesn't help in that regard, you know what I mean? Like, the idea of it being discounted, so therefore it's like, oh, well, you know, this is a little bit more compelling proposition. Like, no, not really. Just play Metroid Prime. We'll play Super Metroid. Or Metroid Dread if you want to play, you know, a new one. I saw a missile there, but it's just, you know. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't even get in, so I guess it doesn't matter. There were just other games that are worth playing. The idea of a discount making it, because I don't consider this to be a worthwhile use of time. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is not, you know, if you got this for free, and I was like, yeah, well, you could play this, or you could play a better video game. This is legitimately the first game I've played in a while where I thought I'm not having fun. Oh, well, lucky you on that one. No, it's, you know, it's, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not having fun. I suppose lucky you in the sense of if it's been a while. I was like, I guess you must be finding good games to play.
Samus, looks like you made
Oh!
another floor. You're getting close to the generator.
I thought I was getting further away from the generator. Thanks, man. Steam Winter Sale started today? Did it? Alright, well, yeah. There you go. Other things to be playing. And, you know, on a Nintendo system, it's like, well, what else would you be recommending? I mean, it's like, well, Mario Kart World is really fun. Donkey Kong Bonanza, which we'll hopefully get back to, is, was a blast. That was a really fun game. There are other things to be playing. Yeah, and I keep seeing people bring up the new Kirby game, which I assume is fun. Other things you could be spending your time on. Your precious time. Cherish that time. There are a lot of games to play, and nowhere near enough time to play them. Bought a few games for my Xbox during the Black Friday sale. Man, wasn't there like a thing recently about how the Xbox was not even like the third best-selling console in the United States, like in November or something? That it was like PlayStation, Switch 2, something else, then Xbox. I mean, Xbox as a brand is really just like, man. Like, they ruined it. They ruined it. It is, oh, whoops. It is crazy to think, you know, PlayStation 2006, Nintendo 2008, E3 2008, for as, you know, funny and as bad as those events were, there really is like nothing. There is nothing that can challenge. There is nothing that can challenge the Xbox One reveal for permanent damage to a gaming brand. Nothing that I can think of that comes close to that. Xbox has never. Whoops. You gotta wait for the wind. Xbox has never recovered from that. Of course, the death of Halo and the sort of diminishing of the value of Gears and, well, what's the deal? Forza Horizon is still relatively popular, right? But, like, but Forza, like, Motorsport, you know, the Gran Turismo competitor is basically nothing, right? Man, look at that. We're solving puzzles. I'm learning! Oh, guess we can't go back that way. A Halo game is going on the PlayStation 5, it's so over. I mean, obviously that's good news for players, but, I mean, it says something, right, about... But then again, I mean, you know, PlayStation at this point is essentially recognizing more of a need to, release games multi-platform. When your games cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make, it's pretty hard to justify releasing them on one system. You see that Simpsons clip? I never heard how bad Marge's voice has become. It's pretty painful. I think Mauler said it. It's just like, you know, and it's the same for me. The Simpsons is Golden Age Simpsons. Like, that is what The Simpsons is to me. So when I see new Simpsons, it's like a genuinely surreal experience. In the worst way possible. And what's crazy is that at this point, that is comprising a substantial amount of the total Simpsons content. You know, like, I stopped watching that show around about when the Simpsons movie came out. And from that point onward, we're talking about nearly half of the Simpsons is post the movie. Nearly half of it. Wait, nearly half, or is it even more than that? Simpsons started in 1989, so to 2007. So we're talking 18 years, more like 17 years probably. And 2007 to now is, yeah, so it's half, if not, it's actually half. Man. But I mean, I suppose it's the same for a lot of TV shows, you know. Family Guy at this point has been running for 20 years, 25 years, something like that. It's on like season 20. South Park is obviously, you know, it's on like season 25. I guess the difference is that South Park has managed to maintain a level of quality where a lot of other shows struggle. Like, as much as I would say, you know, the golden age of South Park was in like the 2000s, South Park is still funny. It's still in a position to be funny, you know? Compared to The Simpsons or Family Guy. Seeing Scrubs come back is just sad. Yeah, pretty painful. That's pretty painful. Like, seeing that clip for Scrubs. It's like, yep, let's do all the Scrubs references that you would expect. It's like Fortnite, but Scrubs. I mean, it's just Flanderization, you know? You serious? Yeah, Scrubs is coming back. Scrubs is coming back. I love Scrubs growing up. It's a good show. I like Scrubs. Obviously, that's one where it kind of was starting to, you know, by the time you get to like season 7, 8, it's like, alright, okay, yeah, we're sort of running out of steam here. But I mean, you know, it is if there is anything that was made in the past that anybody liked to some degree, whether it's super popular, whether it was super popular or not especially popular, it'll come back. That's what you should expect at this point. If it was even slightly popular, if there was even a small collection of people who liked it, then, you know, there's a possibility of it coming back. You know, it's like a sequel series, a reboot, a legacy sequel, whatever the case may be. There's nothing that's really, you know, for a while it was just 80s movies, but now it's anything. You know, and the 2000s was 20 years ago, so... And as almost crazy as it is to think, it's like, well, nostalgia, you know, for the 2000s, like, yeah, it's long enough. Long enough that you could have, you know, an audience that is nostalgic for those things. Oh, how sad. You see what I mean? Like, in these levels, all you have is, oh, well, you know, here you go. You gotta find 3 things. Here are 3 pathways. And that's like your freedom of exploration. And then once you're done with that, back on the linear path. Like this one. So, Fringy, Miles McKenzie is now your favorite Metroid character, right? He's so funny and silly. He's so silly! Haha! He's so silly! Well, this looks important. Currently offline, but this will be the generator, won't it? Just now, the main generator has stopped. This means that the boiler we use for heat will also stop, the temperature will drop, and I expect the facility will be frozen solid. The area will switch to low power mode, which uses wind energy. This should be enough to maintain operation of the cryopods in which our brethren sleep. I believe we have done everything we could here, but ultimately we could not save our kind. I am overwhelmed with helplessness. I trust the words of whatever, that someday our savior will appear. All I can do right now is pray. I am that, and I am utterly defeated. It's presented in a very linear way, isn't it, really? Like all of these records. Yeah, like it's all... You know... Like all of the... And I feel like the context for why these are even here is, like, not amazing. It's just like, yeah, I mean, I guess here's just some logs that we've left laying around about how everything went to shit. Structured in such a way that if somebody was specifically working towards the generator, they would get it presented in a nice chronological order, you know? I don't know. I appreciate the attempt, I suppose. Yeah, I think I appreciate the attempt to some extent, but, you know, I mean... But it's not great. And I mean... You know, I mean, it's just... And plus, you've seen this a million times, right? It's just like... Yeah, it's like a research base, and they were optimistic, and then it all turned to shit, right? Like, you've seen this before. Not particularly interesting. Well, I can't do anything with this yet, can I? Yeah, psychic ball I don't have. We'll be getting that later, I suppose. You gonna see the new Avatar? I've already seen it. It sucks. Really bad. Really, really bad. Don't watch it. Man, seems like it was really easy to fix. How did they mess it up? Oh, never mind. Might have spoken too soon. Or maybe not. Maybe this will be really easy. Oh, right. I need this. Man, we haven't used this ability for hours at this point. Is Quaritch safe? Is he alright? I've seen people sort of saying, like, something to bear in mind is Quaritch is at his best in the first movie. He is not as good or interesting in 2 or 3. The only reason that people are saying that is because, like, he's the only character that's got, like, anything going on at all. You know, Jake is incredibly boring. I don't know what they're thinking with, like, Nateri and whatever the plan is for that character. The son is incredibly boring, and the story for him is super cliche. And then that's kind of it, right? It's like, yeah, it's not... It's just... oh my god.
Up top and we'll talk next steps.
Better or worse than The Way of Water? It's worse. It is the worst one, I think. The second act's low point slash, you know, transition into the third act is astoundingly stupid. Remarkably stupid. Really, really dumb. Like, I think, like, you won't believe it, basically, in terms of how stupid it is. Wait, how do we get that energy? I want the energy. Add for Avatar 3 as I entered the chat. You will have to see it soon enough, Mr. Longman. Have fun. 3 hours. More than that, I think it's 3 hours and 15 minutes. Making it seem like I can get the energy, but I don't think I can. It can only be removed from one side. Why do you think people see these movies? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I have no idea. I really, truly do not understand the appeal. Because they are, like, they are empty stories. They are incredibly hollow stories. They're boring and they're lame. And I don't get it. I don't get it. The spectacle? Maybe? Maybe it is as simple as that. I don't know. But it's 3 hours, man! 3 hours and 15 minutes. And it's expensive, because, like, a lot of the screenings are in 3D. I went out of my way to not go to a 3D one, but if you're going 3D, like, that makes it, like, it's not cheap. It is not a cheap movie to watch. And it's a lot of your time, you know? Oh, by the way, while we were talking about that, it feels like it's worth noting. So, the structure for this area is very similar to the Vault Forge. You gotta descend down to power up the facility and then go back up with a couple of new things open to you because there's power to the facility. It's the exact same. More or less. It's a little bit different, but it's very similar. Oh, it's online, but you can't use it. Did you see the trailer for Spielberg's Disclosure Day? Any thoughts? No, not really. You know, like, yeah, maybe I'll watch it. I don't really have any thoughts on it, though. Other than, like, yeah, maybe. We'll see. Describe how much fun this ice dungeon has been from a gameplay standpoint. Well, man, you know, it's been really fun to sort of just get into an area and then it says, oh, well, you gotta find 4 things. Here are 4 pathways that all lead to a dead end. But you gotta scan everything. Make sure that you scan absolutely everything. Because if you miss it, damn, you might miss the item and then you'll have to go through it all over again. So that's really fun. I love that. I will say, on the idea of maybe people are just watching Avatar because it's a spectacle, I find it really strange that this has become something that, like, everybody believes to be the appeal of going to the cinema, is that you're gonna see something that's, like, big. Most movies that released in cinemas forever were not, like, big stories. If anything, you know, the opposite is the case. Most stories are, like, small stakes, normal story set, you know, in, you know, whatever was contemporary at the time, like just drama. That's like what most movies are. You know? Like Dead Poets Society, that's like what most movies were. It's not a huge spectacle. You're not going to the cinema to watch that because you're expecting like a huge spectacle. You're just there to see the story. Such was the case for many movies, you know? It's like you're there for the story rather than the idea. Obviously, you're getting higher production values than you would expect in a television show. But the scope, a lot of the time, is like relatively, you know, low stakes sort of stories about normal people dealing with relatively normal situations. What are we doing here? Okay. That's probably the appeal or the reason to go to cinemas. What I'm saying is that that never was the appeal. The fact that that's become the appeal speaks to a bigger problem. The only way to get people to go to the cinemas is because, oh, well, this is something I need to see on a massive screen, and if I feel like I don't need to see it on a massive screen, then I'll just watch it at home. Then that means that you're saying that the cinema is more or less reserved for, like, Marvel movies. Which doesn't really make much sense to me. Wasn't doing a spectacle, why didn't it make $1 billion? Well, yeah, now you raise a you know, sort of a relevant point, which is, well, why is Avatar so immensely successful? There are a whole bunch of different films that offer a spectacle, you know, but meanwhile, Avatar is the one that everybody wants to see, even though it's the one that's got barely any story to tell, and the story it's got to tell is really stupid. Isn't there like an inherent contradiction in Avatar films, you know? Isn't there like an inherent contradiction in them? There's like very anti-technology films that can only exist not just through technology, but the most insane cutting-edge technology that there is. Well, how am I gonna get into that, though? Or do I not even... Do I not even need to... Oh, what do we got through here? Oh, wait, no, we've been this way. Wait, no, we've been here. Oh, I guess I can't do this yet. And this will be my reason to come back through these broadly linear levels, is to grab a couple of unlocks. Why would I even want to do that? Have you played Other M? I've seen debates on Twitter as to whether it's better or worse than this game. I haven't played it, but man, I've heard a lot about it. It's not a good sign for this game that people are like, well, is Metroid Other M better or worse than this? Oh, well, that just brings me back here. Map. What? Hold on. Well, that ain't gonna work. Never mind. What is this? Okay, what am I doing here? What am I missing? There must be some way to get up there, and I assume I'm not meant to be going this way because this is leading to this path, and I believe this path was destroyed, wasn't it? Yeah, so there's no way that I'm going back that way, which means I gotta, whatever way I gotta go. Oh. Oh. No, okay, oh, never mind. This is where I'm supposed to go. Alright. You should get revenge on Molar and stream every Monday to take away all his viewers. He didn't make me play this. I was gonna play this no matter what. If anything, it might have been the other way around on this one. I love how that's how it is. It's Mola's fault. It's always Mola's fault if we're playing this shit. Revenge for keeping me in the editing dungeon. Well, I mean, if me getting kept in the editing dungeon meant that I didn't have to play this as much, I mean, it's something of a blessing, isn't it? In a sense, from a certain point of view. That's the reason why I haven't, you know, it's taken so long in part.
What the? Something triggered the alarm. I can't find security.
Oh, by the way, I assume you agree, Mr. Mugely, but this guy that you met here is as bad as Miles in terms of the things he says are pointless and unnecessary. It's just that he says them more sternly. That's like the only difference.
I'm not sure what's happening. This whole facility just went into lockdown.
Yeah, like, it's all just... Who's only better and he's got the cool guy aesthetic, that's it. Miles has cock aesthetic. That's pretty much the only difference between them. Whereas Miles will say, "Oh my gosh, what's that?" He'll be like, "Huh? What's that?" That's the difference between them. But they still say all, they still just, they keep talking. They keep talking and it's totally on the, oh, no. Ooh, oh, look at that. Oh my god. Because we haven't really, like, fought any enemies for this entire, this sequence. Well, we still got more of these people to meet as well, right? Blame God of War Ragnarok for that. Ah, yes, it's God of War's fault. They had characters speak who said interesting things. These guys had characters who speak who say the most lame, cringy things possible. They're exactly the same as each other, really. I think someone was telling me that apparently a reviewer compared Miles to Mimir. Isn't that insane? Isn't that unbelievable? Isn't that ridiculous? Miles, Mimir? Yeah, exactly the same. They're the same picture. And yes, the idea that, like, God of War, Ragnarok invented non-player characters who occasionally, you know, interrupt a little too often.
What's happening down there?
As if it's that game's fault. I love how boring it is as well, how to get back. Every single option for how to get back is just, yeah, go through this, you know, go through in the morph ball, and then you'll get back to where you want to go. Because I guess we recognize that you're not going to be interested in playing through the whole level again, which, I don't know, says something about the level design, surely. I don't care, just get me through here. Wow, look at that. Amazing. Oh, but see, you're going through the level. It's changed completely because of your actions as a player. Oh, wow. Yellow paint is way older than yeah, yellow paint predates God of War. Didn't Uncharted have yellow paint? Sure did. Yeah, Uncharted had yellow paint, like, back in 2009. I don't know if that's the first instance, but damn, it might be. It might be, because Uncharted was the game that really introduced, like, the linear climbing set pieces that have become such a common element of a lot of games now. Oh, by the way, Mauler, something that I'm realizing is that we're not going to have alternate, like, beams. Instead, it's just going to be like, oh, well, there's the fire shot, and there's the, you know, the volt or electricity shot, and then the ice shot, and that's probably going to be all, that's going to be the extent of it. I'm realizing that now, which is really lame. Really, really lame. Uncharted makes it very obvious what you can climb on. True. That's true. But it did still have yellow paint occasionally. I mean, really, like, the main problem that yellow paint is trying to solve is that you've got environments where you, for whatever reason, don't believe that you've conveyed clearly enough what people can interact with and what they can't interact with, you know? That's really all there is to it. Until the emergency is resolved? What am I missing? Told Mauler this, but Joseph Anderson has a very bad take about Silksong's price, and it sets unfair standards for other indie devs, and it shouldn't cost $20. So the logic being, because the game offers such value, to charge such a low price would be unfair because it sets, like, higher expectations for players for other games. No, wait, really? Did he say that? That's funny. That's funny and really stupid. He's so silly! He's so silly! Mirror's Edge might have been the unfortunate progenitor of yellow paint without intending. Oh, that's possible, yeah. That is possible that it could have been. I guess the difference there, though, again, is that Mirror's Edge has a very intentional design with... I know what you mean. It's not yellow paint, but the idea of, like, red... you know, like red to signify that this is something that you should be wanting to interact with. Obviously, that's all within a coherent art style, so, you know... But, I mean, I guess that's the thing, again, if other developers don't really understand that and then they do it, I mean, nevertheless, right, it is the... It might be the cause. Oh! Shut up! I can see that! They're crawling out of the walls! I can see that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You see, they've been infected with... This is not my green goo. This is the green energy of this planet. Alright? That was their mistake. Now it's made them evil. Mirror's Edge required clear indicators because you were moving so fast you couldn't examine the environment. The point I'm making is that Mirror's Edge has an intentional design philosophy for why it looks the way that it does. The whole criticism with yellow paint is that it's born from kind of just like a... From not that, essentially, from the opposite of that. A lack of faith in your own level design, a lack of faith in players' abilities to understand what it is that you expect from them. I've heard this green goo is just phase on again. Oh, come on. Come on, really? I love that it's just like, oh, it's green energy. That's what it is. What a terrible name. Why are all the names in this game so boring? Oh! God, stop. Stop it. Hence, without intending to be, kind of like people learning Quirk Chungus from witty Whedon characters. It's not fair. No, that's... Yeah, I've seen people blame Joss Whedon for the writing in this game, even though, again, the writing in this game is not the way that it would be written. It's not written like Avengers. Like the first Avengers. The first Avengers is actually funny. And knew when to get serious. And does great work for its characters. And it's not an insincere film, which is such a huge aspect of what people are complaining about with, well, that just happened, is the lack of sincerity. Haha, I think this story is a joke too, so you can't make fun of me. I wrote it and I think it sucks too. Can't make fun of it now.
They're coming for me.
Good.
Off call. Meet you upstairs.
Yeah, get off the comms, do it. Like, if there's one thing that is so absent from a lot of, particularly, like, genre fiction at the moment, is taking your world seriously, not treating it like a joke. And what you'll notice is that a lot of the stories that people like do this. Star Wars, you know, people say, oh, it's, you know, space wizards and everything. It's like, yeah, well, Star Wars takes it seriously. The characters take it seriously. You know? Obi-Wan's never like, huh, this is pretty stupid though, really, isn't it? Instead, he treats it, he takes it seriously, like he exists in this world. And when they take it seriously, you take it seriously, in a sense. Right, can't do any of this yet, but I guess I'll come back to just get little power-ups, I suppose. Alright, well, clearly I can't do anything here yet. Oh. I haven't missed anything because of this, have I? I don't think I could do this. But if I can... I'm not sure if I missed anything. And I doubt I could have possibly missed anything important in this game.
Samus, you made it. Let's take care of this.
Yeah, alright, come on.
They're coming for us.
Let him die? Well, what happened? Yeah, but then it's gonna reset, isn't it? And then I'm gonna have to do a lot of this again, aren't I? Actually, what does happen? Let's see. Oh! He can take care of himself. Nah, I don't feel like... If it means I have to do all of this again, I don't want to do that. I do get reset, but I enjoy the feeling in a fleeting moment.
I think we're clear.
Yeah, I think we're clear too, thanks.
Solid work, Samus. Power's back online. Feels like the heat is too. Might be what's drawing those strange creatures.
Really?
You'll be able to use that elevator now. It'll give you access to the deepest level. I'll hang back and try to open the gate from up here.
Oh. Alright, let's go. Let's finish this level. The insecurity reminds me of Jamie claiming he doesn't care what people think of him, and Tywin yelling, "That's what you want them to think of you." In a sense, yeah. I mean, there's the reason why it's called insecurity. It's described as insecure, insincere writing. Ah, man. I guess we got a boss battle here, right? And then I'll get some kind of upgrade. Woohoo, yeah. You know what is like a huge problem as well is like I can already see there is no real organic incentive to explore these levels again. The only reason that I'll be exploring them again is if the game essentially forces me to do that. I don't really feel compelled to, particularly because of how linear it is and how hard it is to remember like where all of the, you know, all of the things that I've missed are, because so much of, it's not working, alright? Well, I assume I'm getting this, electric... Wow, no, wait, because I gotta go back to Miles to get that unlocked. If I do get it here. And I'm probably getting the ice thing here, I assume. Because we saw it at the front. Like at the entrance to this whole area.
Open that gate, but it won't respond. See anything?
Dude, I just got here. Give me a minute. One of my few praises that some of the bosses are fun, some not all. Yeah, you know, it's yeah. Yeah. This is worse than God of War Ragnarok. It absolutely is. You're not even in a position to... God of War Ragnarok's problem is right around the time that you're about to figure it out, a character will give you the clue. Which is, you know, it is annoying. That is an annoying problem. Here, it's like, as soon as you walk into the room, they'll basically point out what it is that you need to do. It's not the same. It's not even remotely the same. Alright, boss battle. Here we go. Du-du-du-du-du-dun. Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Kratos. Oh my goodness. Ares! Oh, he's a crab, a massive enemy crab. Oh, I feel like we've not even... Because I just said, like, oh yeah, the Metroid fusion that's been going on. I was like, oh yeah, that's like not been coming up much in the story at all, has it? That's like a thing. Ah, quick time events. And see, that should really tell you the clear difference between the, you know, the E3 for PlayStation versus Xbox. We look back on that one and laugh. We don't do that for the Xbox One reveal. I've not caused... Oh, there we go. Oh, man, we're gonna be here for hours, aren't we? Ah, we're barely doing any damage. We only did like a quarter tops. Anyone miss E3? Not really. Like, no, not really. Whatever nostalgia you're feeling for it, you gotta remember, like, E3 was just a house of lies. A lot of the time. A lot of the time it was a house of lies. And it always was. It's not like it got worse at any particular point. There was always that. But it was funny lies. The devs don't miss E3. Well, yeah, because that's something to consider as well, as there was a lot of, like, pressure putting together demos, and there were some really negative consequences that came from some of the, that, right, of having a vertical slice that was ready to go and available, you know, and there at E3 and sometimes even playable. Well, I mean, Halo 2, right? Like, it's kind of well documented at this point. How much time they put into that vertical slice that they made for E3, and, like, then they get back from E3 and realize that they can't really make a game based on what they presented there. Is this the boss battle? Is me just what? It's funny. Oh, yeah, the boss battles ain't so bad in this game right before one of these boss battles. Whereas, like, you know, I guess I just gotta wait for him to... I gotta wait for him to, you know, reveal his weak point so that I can deal massive damage. Alright, come on. Like, yeah, the E3 had memes, but like a lot of the time it was just boring. And I certainly don't miss the massive long speeches that they would sometimes give, you know, during E3. The future of entertainment is here. You know, innovative experiences for our players and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I gotta do this 2 more times. I mean, you know, as much as Ridge Racer is really funny. It is funny, you know, for sure. That's that's a good meme. But for every good meme, there's a lot of just boring stuff about the future, you know, the future of interactive entertainment has arrived. This is Kinect for Xbox One. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that particular E3 2010, I want to say, for Xbox. Every 2 years, man, it was just a really bad one for them. E3 was more useful in the pre-internet era, definitely. That was the big problem. Like, the Nintendo Direct format is just a much better idea from the perspective of those companies. You get to announce your games and talk about them on your terms without having to share the stage with other games that are, in a sense, competition. It makes a lot of sense why, you know, E3 came to an end. I'm pretty bored here, I'm not gonna lie. The Directs are much cheaper to produce. It's shit's better. It's better for everybody. Ah! Oh, okay, one more time, and I'm probably gonna fuck it up. So yeah, I don't miss E3. The memes were funny for sure, but I mean, and plus you've already got kind of equivalents of that. I mean, the Game Awards is kind of like an E3 at this point. The main appeal of that is the trailers rather than the awards, which, as I've said, I'm a broken record on this, speaks to a real fundamental problem with maybe not the Game Awards, but certainly the priorities of the you know, players, right? But it makes sense. I mean, you know, those awards are determined by, like, IGN and stuff. And I mean, like, you know, most people don't really care what IGN thinks about anything. So why would they care? Like, oh, well, IGN says that this is the best game of the year. It's like, oh, cool. I don't really care what IGN thinks in general. I want the Game Awards to pull an Oscars and accidentally announce the wrong winner. Man, that was funny. that was crazy. That was insane, wasn't it? The guy just taking the card out of the guy's hands. Moonlight won Best Picture. Ah, finally. How did that even happen? I think it was that they got handed the Best Actress card, which would have said Emma Stone for La La Land. It's the reason why, because there were 2 people up there, and the guy kind of had a face like, wait a minute, hold on, and then they read it. I think that's what happened. They got given the wrong card. It said Best Actress for, oh, look at that, oh, how nice. Just give me my new weapon. Oh. Or is this the psychic, morph ball? Oh, cool. Ah. The game adds psychic to all the ability names like it makes any difference. Yeah, it's pretty arbitrary. Psychic boots. Whatever that means. What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright. La La Land director looks pissed. Of course he was. He thought he won the most prestigious award in the entire industry, and he didn't. Of course he was pissed off. Alright, what are we getting here? Or are we just getting teleported? Oh, right, we gotta get the key. That's what we're here for. Well, we got 3 of them then. Woo! Yeah, so it's just boost, but it's, oh, psychic. Alright. God damn it. You need 5 keys. Did the game mention that you need 5 keys? Nah, I didn't realize. I feel like the physics aren't working here, but I know that's a silly thing to say.
You've done well, Samus. I'll meet you up top.
Mm-hmm. Still can't do that yet, though. This will be enough for now. Once we're out of here, that'll be it for today. I can only play this game in short bursts by the looks of things. I am so bored. Oh, but we've unlocked so many things. There are so many things that we can do with this. 1 dungeon down, 3 more to go. 3 more? You're joking. I thought it was only 2 more.
Samus. Looks like you got what you came for. A message came through the station radio while you were gone. Somebody named Specialist Mackenzie. He sent over the coordinates for base camp, so I'll be on my way soon. Now, I've been on a lot of missions. This has always protected me. May Solon light your path. You go on ahead. There's a healing pod up here, and I'll be as good as new in no time.
Oh. Oh yeah, because we can't open that door up there yet. Could Samus talk in this game? You call a lot more attention to the fact that she doesn't talk when... You know, you are calling a lot more attention to the fact that she doesn't talk when there are characters that are talking to her a lot, you know? Okay. How can they write this dialogue and not see how boring and generic it is? It's baffling. It is baffling, for sure, but at the same time, I guess not even. Because there's a lot of stuff that's written like this, unfortunately. Yes, of course, because this is the next thing. I know this is the next thing. Of course it was the next thing. That's actually how you get it. It's just like, yep, you walk into the room. That's unreal. It's like, yeah, I already know it's the next thing. I can see that. Obviously, it's the next thing I'm going to unlock. Ugh. But I guess I gotta find out how to do it, don't I? Well, wait, hold on, what's that? Link device activated. Alright, well, where is that then? Just get me this, and then I'll get that unlocked, and I guess I'll have to go speak to Miles again, and then that'll be it for now. Samus should speak through her actions. Well, I agree. I don't really want to hear Samus talking generally. I don't think it's necessary. And of course, in the vast majority of Metroid games, it is entirely unnecessary. But the problem here is that she's talking to people. People are talking to her, so it becomes a little bit more strange that she's not saying anything, you know? Alright, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Just give me this thing, because I know that this is what I need. Oh, thank you for the bits. Silver Lining, Kenji Yamamoto, lead composer of Super Metroid Zero Mission Prime 1 through 3, and Minako Hamano, lead composer of Fusion, co-composer of Super Metroid Zero Mission and Prime 3, returned to compose the soundtracks for the game together. The last game they did was Boss Music, was the soundtrack for the Boss Music, and plus some additional music for Tropical Freeze, which was 11 years ago. Yeah, I remember that game had cool music. It was super cool. Oh, thank you for the sub there. Appreciate it. Oh, look at that. I did it. Yay. I feel like Nintendo may be too committed to having mute characters in situations where they shouldn't be mute. I would agree with that to some extent. Link probably shouldn't be mute anymore, I would say. But like I said, I think that for Samus, I think she shouldn't be talking really at all. Or very little lines of dialogue, kind of like in Metroid Dread. Again, isolated atmosphere. There's not really any reason she should be talking a lot of the time, you know? Alright, there we go. Oh, ice chip, but you gotta go speak to Mackenzie. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. Holy. Ah, alright, let's get that sorted, then I'm done for today. The man, the myth, the cock, Miles Mackenzie. I like how the puzzle solving in this game is basically, just stop wasting my time. Well, yeah, because it's not creative, it's not interesting, it's not fun. Just give me my items so that I can move on. Because really, like, the only thing in this game that's sort of generally working is the combat. And the combat, to me, has never been the biggest selling point of these games, ever. You know, the fact that that's like, well, yeah, I mean, you know, there's that. It's like, yeah. Oh, thank you for those extra bits. The Switch 1 port and the Day 1 update leaked early for the game. And secondly, that apparently 30 minutes of unused dialogue was found, meaning it could have been worse. Huh. More dialogue! Man, really? Whoa. No, thank you. Ugh. But this is the last game that's on Switch, right? Like, this is it. The Switch is, it's over. No new games. Which is unusual by modern video game console standards. PlayStation 4's still getting games. I know that obviously the really unusual case was the fact that PlayStation 2 was still getting, like, new FIFA games as late as, like, 2019 or something ridiculous. Alright, let's get back then. I feel like Metroid Dread got away with Samus talking since she spoke in a different language. I think that absolutely helped. For sure. What a wonderful and wacky adventure. That sucked, man. That was so lame. No memories have been forged from that experience. Ah! Stop! Ah! Stop! Dread was so good, man. We shouldn't have taken that game for granted. Yeah, you know what? I think, because I assumed that a lot of your guys' reaction was mine. Oh, damn, Metroid's back. That's super exciting. And now it's like, well, one part of Metroid is back, and I think it's reasonable to, I suppose, conclude that it will stay that way. But, man, they really want me to open the map here, don't they? I know where I'm going. Yep, it's there. Love those straight lines. Ah, just go away. Do you intend to finish the game? Probably. Probably. Though, with people saying that there's 3 more dungeons, I assume that means I'm not halfway. I thought I was halfway. Or even more than that, you know, because we've gone to 3 out of the 5 areas. I guess there'll be reason to go back to the other ones, but I don't really feel like going back to the other ones until it forces me to, or until I've unlocked all of the items that I need so that I can get everything that I need, you know? So I don't have to keep coming back. A bit less than halfway. Man. What a great sign that I'm like, oh, damn, I'm not even halfway yet, compared to in any other game where it's like, oh, damn, I'm not even halfway. You know? This game does not get better. I know it doesn't get better. This process is inexcusable, by the way. What, you mean having to go back to Miles to keep coming back to this area so that I can get my abilities instead of just having them right out of the gate, like as soon as I find them? Yeah, this is insane, and I don't know why they're doing this. I don't understand the thought Is it literally just because they figure, like, well, this will make them come back through here to deposit the crystals, the green crystals that they're getting? Maybe that is what it is, but that's, like, really stupid, obviously. No, hold on. Let me do the crystals first. But yes, I will probably finish this game. Might as well. Ah, yes. Mauler has outlined that whole process there and how insane it is. Ice dungeon, into desert, into first dungeon, into canon, into cutscene, into dungeon, into miles, into cutscene, into dungeon, into canon, back into dungeon, back into desert, into next dungeon instead of just getting the upgrade on the spot. Yeah. Yep. The way that it's always been. I don't know what they were thinking. And this experience, like, playing it more with the act... Essentially seeing their interpretation of how Metroid games work, like, properly. The nature of getting unlocks and, oh, you can't go through there yet, you have to go back and all that. Seeing their interpretation of that is dragging this game down. This game is not mediocre.
Welcome back.
Worse than that.
Come on, show me what you found in Icebelt. Alright, let's take a look. Okay. Hello, friend. Okay. Analysis first. Oh, this is fascinating. It looks like this program inverts the energy emitted from the device. That means if I reprogram this and set it into your arm cannon, you should be able to use a new shot type.
Oh. Checked a few hours ago while editing. The chip upgrade cutscenes are basically identical. Now that you have pointed that out, I can see that. That's no good. Yeah, okay, so we're not getting a new beam, ultimately. It's just going to be different, essentially different kinds of missiles. Nice. Awesome. That's great.
Now you can use Ice Shot.
Yeah, I know.
Freezes the target when hit.
Yeah, I know. It just said that.
Organisms to stop their movement.
Yep.
And you
I saw
be
that.
able to use it on high temperature objects like magma.
Thanks, yep, gotta go back to the volcano!
If you find anything else, bring it into me. I'm sure I can turn it into something useful.
Oh, man. Alright, let's save. I suppose recap and finish up. It's insane how much they repeat the same exposition when once is already too much. I can't believe it. It's unreal. Oh, thank you for those extra bits. I remember you briefly mentioned in the past that you're not sure whether or not people have huge problems with Dread. To my knowledge, the biggest problem people have with it, besides the bare-bones soundtrack, is the fact that the backtracking isn't always the clearest thing. As in, it's sometimes not clear where exactly to backtrack to when you unlock a new ability. Here's the thing, though. I will take that every time over this. Every single time I will take that over this. Please let me get lost. That is way more acceptable as an outcome that I get lost and I don't know where to go compared to this, where it's impossible to get lost, more or less. I will take that every single time. You know? To me, it kind of is just a part of the experience. Is you should expect that you will get lost at some point, and that's okay. That's fine. That's part of the adventure. When you get lost and you eventually figure out where you need to go, a lot of the time it's very cathartic. Sometimes it's kind of annoying, like, oh, damn, really? It was just that and I missed that? But a lot of the time it's cathartic and it contributes to the overall experience. You know? Miles' dialogue has the same energy as, this is a crafting table. Yeah, pretty much. What do you think it says about this game that the soundtrack is one of its very few silver linings? It's good, but the problem is that, unfortunately, a lot of the positive feelings that I associate, you know, to the music in the Metroid Prime games and the Metroid games, you know, Super Metroid is good in and of itself. But I do attach it to the experience that I have of playing the game, right? Like the Talon Overworld, Fendrana Drifts, Torvus Bog. These are all, you know, Brinstar and everything. Like, it's, these are songs, like, the songs I attach to the levels to some extent. Whereas here, it's like, yeah, the music is like, yeah, you know, it's, yeah. But the problem is that because the experience I'm having is really pretty shitty, it's, I don't think I'm gonna be compelled to listen to this music much, you know? Even though, again, I think it's good and it feels like it's in line. It's like one of the few things that is in line with this series is that the music feels about right. But man, otherwise, it's just grim. It's grim. This is not fun. Really disappointing. Really lame. Some really bad design choices on display now that the game proper has commenced. And even with the game proper having commenced, it's much like, oh, let's open up to this barren open world, but the actual levels are still incredibly linear. And the order in which you need to do them is still incredibly linear. Like, the fact that they force you to go to the volcano to have cutscenes happen so that you can get your fire shot, so that you can then go back to the ice area. You can tell that they thought that's how it works in a Metroid game. Let's force you to go here, then stop you, and then just trigger events that have to happen because you've entered into this area to give you the ability you need to actually progress, which, by the way, you gotta drive all the way to the other side of the desert to do that. What even is the story of this game so far? Hello, find the 5 things in these places. I mean, that's like the overall story, but it's like, but the monsters, they used to be the people. It's like, yeah, alright. Okay. That wouldn't be a problem if the levels were interconnected. It's exactly what I was saying before. The desert promises a very different experience than what you would get in a Metroid game, but at the end of the day, this is still meant to be a Metroid game. Which means, you can't do anything that you want in any order that you want. There has to be a structure. But the open world, like in Breath of the Wild, would be, I can go anywhere. More or less, you know? Retro's barely the company they used to be. I mean, putting to one side the 343 developers, it's just the passage of time, right? It's not the same team. There was an era, there was a team that existed that made the Metroid Prime games. That team doesn't exist anymore, so in a sense, it probably shouldn't even be surprising. Imagine how short the game would be without the desert and the cutscenes and the extreme extended delays with upgrades. Well, you know, it took about 30 minutes doing all of the running around to, you know, from the ice area to the volcano to then go back to Miles to then get back to the ice area. That was like 30 or 40 minutes. There's nothing inherently wrong with the amount of dialogue in the game, but the dialogue is mostly obnoxious, delivered by equally obnoxious characters, and a bunch of it is very handholdy. That is the bigger problem with it, but it has to be emphasized when you have characters that are around in the areas that you're in helping you and can contact you at any time, it does diminish the atmosphere. You are not truly alone. Of course, it's made considerably worse by the fact that the dialogue sucks hard, but even if it didn't, it would still be kind of a problem. But I mean, the thing is, we got the worst case scenario here. The dialogue is there. It's really cringy. It's really obtrusive, or intrusive into the experience. What a shame, you know, what a shame. But I suppose maybe this was to be expected, you know. Anyway, I suppose that'll do it for now. We'll continue this adventure, this misadventure, eventually. Thank you for the subs and the bits and for keeping me company. I appreciate it. Yeah. We'll return to this soon enough, finish it, and yeah. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you for the next one. Bye, 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 bye.